DRIPLOC 360-degree grease containment system install. Tools required. For this install, you will need safety glasses, gloves, tin snips, a drill with a 3/8 nut driver, heavy scissors, and a felt tip marker. Install absorbent mats. Start by laying a mat flush with one corner of the fan curb, allowing the excess mat to extend beyond the next corner of the curb. Butt the next mat against the first, again letting the excess extend beyond the curb. Lay out the remaining mats in the same way around the rest of the fan curb. Trim mats. Go back to the first mat and use scissors to trim any excess that extends beyond the second mat. Important note, don't use a box cutter to trim the mat on the roof. You don't want to damage the roofing material. Continue trimming the excess from the rest of the mats in the same manner. Install the frame rails. Install a straight frame rail along the front edge of the mat by slipping the frame rail channel over the edge and center the rail with the middle of the fan base. Install the remaining 3 straight frame rail sections the same way, aligning each with the center of the fan base on each side. The corner rails are straight channels with V-notches cut into them. Bend the channel by hand at the middle to close the V-notch and create a 90-degree corner. Install the corner rail, ensuring it slips over the straight frame pieces. Repeat this process to create and install the other 3 corners. Before moving on, ensure everything is lined up and square. Next, install the corner caps by placing them on top of the corner rails and securing them with 2 zip screws to hold the corners at 90 degrees. Repeat this for the remaining 3 corners. Finally, install more zip screws along each leg of the corner rails to attach them to the straight frame rails. Install deflectors. Position a deflector section against the fan curb, ensuring it butts up against one corner of the curb. Next, mark the excess deflector that extends beyond the next corner with a felt tip marker where it aligns with the corner. Use tin snips to trim the deflector to the correct length. Apply silicone sealant to the back of the top edge of the deflector and reposition it back against the curb. The bottom of the deflector should rest gently on the mat, helping to hold the mats in place. Secure the deflector with 2 zip screws on the side of the fan curb. Repeat this process to install deflector sections to the other sides of the fan curb. On the last section, ensure the end slips under the corner of the first deflector section. Secure the overlapping corners with a zip screw in each corner before proceeding. Install retaining rods. Get 2 retaining rods and a retaining rod holder. Fold the ends of the retaining rod holder down into a box shape, then slip it over one of the retaining rods. Slip the next rod into the holder. Center the retaining rods on the mat material. Install the remaining retaining rods the same way, tucking the ends of the rods under the frame rails to hold the mats down. Use the same type of retaining rod holder, but fold it in half this time. Slip the holder over the ends of the rods and slide it to the middle to hold them together. Your DRIPLOC 360-degree grease containment system installation is now complete.